So Bass Pro just bought Hobie Kayak Fishing. What does that mean for kayak fishing? What does that mean for Hobie? What do I think is going to happen? Let's jump straight into it. So it feels like the Hobie Kayak Fishing brand has been struggling for a few years now with some quality control issues, with inventory issues on parts. And everybody knows, or at least everybody in kayak fishing that's been in it a while knows, that they've changed hands a few times. Private equity, they've never been a public company. They've been owned private equity and changed hands a few times. Some reorg on the sales side, reorg on the manufacturing side, shifted to Mexico. And then the last year and a half, 2 years, it feels like other brands, Old Town, Bonafide, some others, have rocketed towards that #1 spot and really tried to take advantage of their vulnerability. And there's been rumors of what's going on with Hobie. Are they going out of business? Are they struggling to stay in business? Are the dealers happy? Just all kinds of rumors. Well, all the rumors are put to bed now because Bass Pro Shops, White River Marine Group, just bought Hobie Kayak Fishing, bought the brand. They say they're going to move the manufacturing back from Mexico to Missouri. So what does that mean? I've seen posts on social media saying, oh man, this is awesome. The quality is going to rocket to the moon. It's going to be great. I've seen other posts saying, wait and see. And I've seen other posts saying this is a terrible, terrible move and nothing good is going to come from it. So let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I hope happens, and let me tell you what I think will probably happen. One, what I hope happens is I hope, even though I'm not a Hobie user, I've tried Hobies, I've demoed Hobies, never been a huge fan, but I understand why many people are. So I hope the brand does well. I've got a lot of friends that make their living selling Hobies and have for a long time. So I hope the brand succeeds. I hope they go to new heights, and I hope it does fine with Bass Pro and White River Marine. I'd love to see the quality improve with the boats. I'd love to see dealer support improve on the boats. I'm sure they're going to have a presence in the stores now. I don't know how that's going to affect small dealer relationships. What I'd like to see is the maintenance issues solved, customer service issues solved. The Hobie Bass Open Series comes back, and it's sponsored by Bass Pro, and it's bigger and better than ever. And we have 2 national kayak series to fish rather than just one, the Bassmaster. The Tournament of Champions comes back. It's on Table Rock, sponsored by Bass Pro, and it's a huge deal every year in the fall or spring, whatever. That's what I'd love to see happen. But when people show you who they are, you should believe them. And what I unfortunately think is going to happen is this. I live in Arkansas, and Arkansas is the home to a lot of boat manufacturers. One of the most famous, especially on the bass boat side of things, right, is Ranger Boats, or was Ranger Boats. And a few years back, Bass Pro, White River Marine bought out Ranger Boats. And they have them right now in the Bass Pro Shops. But I'm not a bass boat guy, but I know people that have owned Rangers. I used to fish for my father-in-law out of a Ranger. And I was told immediately the quality took a dip and the price went up. Now, the price on everything has gone up the last 5 years. But in general, if you shop at Bass Pro and you're buying anything name brand in Bass Pro, you know the price is a little bit higher anyway. So what I think is going to happen with the Hobie brand is they're going to capitalize on that brand name recognition, but I don't think they're going to get any cheaper. That's number one. If anything, they probably get more expensive. Now, going back to my Ranger Boats example, the price of those went up, the quality went down. There were some wiring issues. People compared them to some of the nitro issues because Bass Pro owns that brand too. And when they took over manufacturing and took over that brand, some of the quality control kind of went out the window. So when you've seen that already, you're afraid that's going to happen with this kayak brand as well. I know the 360 drive has had a ton of problems. Does Bass Pro have the money to fix all that? The R&D to fix all that? I'm sure they do, but will they? I don't know. But what I've seen with other brands is I don't think so. They may get rid of the 360 drive altogether. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But history shows I don't have a lot of confidence in the quality control getting any better on those kayaks. 2, I think it's going to hurt small dealers. I can't imagine a world where they just only use small dealers for distribution when they have this huge retailer space that they can push Hobies out of there at Bass Pro. Could it be a hybrid of both? Sure. Could they have some high requirements of dealers that keep the Hobies, like, purchase minimums, things like that? They certainly could, and some of the big dealers could survive, but any smaller dealers could be in big, big trouble with this merger. I don't know. And one more fear I have is Bass Pro could just gobble up the Hobie brand, take all the R&D, all the tech, and completely turn it to some sort of XPS Bass Pro Shop brand, Ascend kayak brand, and do away with the Hobie name altogether, or at least mold it into their bargain line of kayaks. Do I think that'll probably happen? Probably not. Hobie still has a strong name, but you could certainly see some knockoff Bass Pro brands trying to replicate some of the features that Hobie has, and that's happening already. To be honest, I mean the original Mirage Drive patent expired, and every low-end brand known to man from overseas or whatever has been knock off Mirage drives in their boats for a while now. So that's been happening. But Bass Pro may do something similar with their XPS or Ascend brand. Who knows? So do I know any of this to be factual? Of course not. The only fact I know is White River Marine Group bought Hobie, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm hoping for the best, but I have mid to low expectations about how it's going to turn out. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's a big move. Could save the day for an iconic brand like Hobie. I hope it does. As always, appreciate y'all checking out the video. I can't wait to read your comments on this.